So recently there was a fighting game developer roundtable, and basically it's a live stream of fighting game developers discussing fighting games, like their own fighting games, how they feel about other fighting games, just a lot of chit chat, and sometimes making announcements. And for this one, SNK dropped a trailer for Omega Rugal, and it's freaking godlike to state the obvious. So for anyone who is somehow out of the loop, this is a free DLC character dropping next month, April 14th. There's also going to be a new mode called Boss Challenge, and if you beat the boss version of Omega Rugal, you're going to unlock a stage, theme, and a costume from. So why don't we go ahead and get down to the analysis. Is he going to be a legit tournament legal character? And probably yes, and that the version of Omega Rugal that we get to play is going to be the normal version, so to speak, and then the truly broken version will be specific to Boss Challenge mode. Otherwise, why would they bother creating such a specific mode, right? So running with that assumption, let's go ahead and break down the trailer and see what we can expect. Alright, so first off, we have a new animation for a standing blowback, and now it's more this horizontal kick with a lot of reach, as opposed to the old one on the top right of the screen, which was this very upward looking kick, obviously meant to anti-air. But with Rugal being so tall, this new animation will probably catch a lot of airborne opponents anyway. So obviously this is a good change. It gives him another far reaching normal besides far C, except that you should be able to special cancel this one just like with any other blowback. So we have a change to his forward B command normal, and when you use it as a standalone move, it causes a hard knockdown on a second hit. Kind of an interesting property. I wonder if you could connect this after a juggle to get the hard knockdown, or if it will maintain this property even if you cancel it from a normal. So another big change in terms of combo potential is that the first hit of close D now juggles airborne opponents. So as you can see here, he special cancels this into Fireball, into Super, and everything connects. So I originally thought this was forward B because this kind of juggle is possible with other characters' command normals like Yashua, Elizabeth, and Kukri. But if you look closer at the animation and compare it with the earlier parts of the trailer, it's actually his close D, which is kind of interesting because regular normals typically don't have this kind of property at all, right? Anyways, theoretically speaking, if this combo is possible, this opens up a lot of other combo potential for him. So for example, maybe you could do Genocide Cutter instead if you're not trying to spend a bar. Or maybe in the corner, you can combo this into Fireball, into or Reflect, or maybe even Vanishing Rush, and then end it in Genocide Cutter. Next up, we have a new super, or at least I think it's new. So this is something I don't think he's ever had before as an actual move or a super. But someone feel free to fact check me if I'm wrong on that. But the only thing that comes to mind is one of his intros from the older games. Anyways, this looks like an incredibly practical super. It's a full screen, looks fast. You could definitely punish zoners with this. I wonder if this OTGs because of the fact that he fires from the ground up first. So this is Rugal's first appearance in a long while, so obviously all of his EX moves are going to be new. And for his EX Reflect, it causes a crumple, so we know it's going to be one of his combo starters. Kinda wish they gave this to Athena's Reflect too. Anyways, the other EX move we'll see a lot in combos is going to be the EX Vanishing Rush. So in this clip, you can see that it launches the opponent in the air so you can follow up with another move. So in the older games, the heavy version of Vanishing Rush actually does the same thing as the EX version here, except it doesn't combo from any of his normals. So I wonder if it's going to be the same in this game, except now you can just combo off of EX Reflect or even EX Vanishing Rush. Either way, it sounds like this character is going to have a lot of combo routes in 15, so he's definitely going to be fun to play with. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this trailer. I'm not going to bother covering the boss version since it's going to be it's not going to be a legal character, but this announcement opens up a lot of possibilities. So for example, just the boss mode itself means we'll probably see an eventual return of Nightmare Geese, Gonitz, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and a bunch of other boss characters as well. Now, whether or not they're going to be tournament legal characters is a separate issue, but I'm hoping they let us play as them for fun. That maybe they could just disable them in online ranked mode, kind of like what they do with O2UM in 98. Now, secondly, if we're getting Omega Rugal as a free DLC character, it makes me wonder what other characters we'll get for free. SNK has already said in an interview that if 15 sells really well, they are considering releasing certain characters for free. So I hope they use this opportunity to bring back EX characters like Klaxakio, Claw Yori, maybe Marco the Wolves Terry, maybe even boss versions of characters like Leona Orochi Yori, Nightmare Geese. I'm sure we all have our own wish list of characters we'd want in this game, and honestly, this might be the game where everyone's wishes comes true. Just think about it. At the end of 2022, we're going to have 52 characters. That's less than a year within the game's release. Now granted, the game was delayed to work on the netcode, so they had all that spare time to develop the DLC characters, but I think we can all agree that even with the second team pass, this game is far from finished. So I'm hoping this game becomes the Smash Ultimate of KoF, you know, where everyone is here kind of thing, and we just have this gigantic roster of characters. But yeah, that's it for this breakdown. Thanks for watching. Till next time.